As yet, the police report nothing. So far, none of the witnesses have been able to identify the tune the killer hummed. All agree it was some sort of lullaby, a lullaby of death. And now to the Washington scene.
Mary? Mary?
Yes, Mrs. Adams?
This little table was out of place.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Keep things in their places exactly. If the old marks are worn out, make new ones with adhesive tape, will you?
I had the back legs on the front marks.
Set my watch by the electric clock in the kitchen. Mine is 3 or 4 minutes slow. I missed the beginning of the 9 o'clock news.
All right.
Hiya, Mom.
Ben!
Turn off the light.
Oh, Ben, I'm so glad you're home.
Who's that?
Mary? Oh, she looks after me. Jenny got married last week.
Anybody else here?
No, just the 2 of us.
Boil some water and bring me some clean towels. Okay, bring him in.
What is it, Ben? What's the matter?
One of my friends got hurt. A farmer slammed into us with his truck.
Oh.
Upstairs, back room.
I'll call Dr. Chase.
No, don't do that, Mom. It's just a scratch.
Oh.
The window next to him got broke. Hey, what about something to eat? There are 3 of us.
Sure, I'm sure there's plenty.
Fix something, will you? Sandwiches, anything. I'm going to put the car in the garage. The top's down and it feels like rain.
All right, Ben.
Sure glad for you, Ben, Tom. Must have been a wonderful surprise.
Yes.
Didn't you say you hadn't been here for 2 years?
It's been 3 years Christmas. We'll use these dishes. Better wipe them off. They're dusty. How does he look, Mary? Does he look happy?
Well, I only saw him for a minute. I guess he was upset over the accident and his friend.
I'll get this upstairs. I'll be down in a minute.
Heat the roast again, Mary. Set the table in the living room, please.
Looks infected to me.
Yeah. I dug out the slugs, but I don't think he's gonna make it.
You're sure you don't want me to call Dr. Chase?
No, everything's under control, Ma. Meet Red Johnson. Bill Dale.
How do you do, Mr. Adams?
Hello. There's iodine and alcohol, a little bit of cotton in the medicine chest if you want it.
Yes, I remember, Ma. Oh, will you make some gravy? Red loves gravy, and I told him you make the best.
All right, Ben.
Thanks.
She don't look blind to me.
She is, ever since I was 15.
Yeah, she gets around awful good.
Only in this house, that's why she never leaves her.
He's out cold.
What do we do?
Nothing. Come on, let's get washed up and eat. I'm starved.
The gravy's heating on the back burner, the right one. I sliced the meat. It's in the oven, on low, getting warm. So's the bread.
Thank you, dear.
Is Ben going to stay here a while?
Well, it's hard to tell with Ben.
I hope he stays a long time. I know how much you love him, Mrs. Adams. There must be a dozen pictures of him around the place.
See if there's some frozen peaches for dessert or strawberries in the deep freeze in the garage, will you?
All right.
Didn't I tell you she was some cook?
Yeah, quite a spread.
Sit down. Here you go, Mom.
Would your friend upstairs like something? Mary could take a plate up to him if you wanted.
No, he's asleep.
So you're Jenny.
Now, that's Mary. Jenny's left.
Oh, glad to know you, Mary. My name's Red. Sit down, kid.
No, thanks.
You and your friends, are you all in the same business together?
Yeah, and we're doing just great, Ma.
What business, Dan?
Oh, like I wrote you. Commission deals, bankrupt stocks. Great business. The only thing is, it keeps us on the move. Last week, Youngstown. This morning, Capital City. And tomorrow, who knows?
Capital City? Well, that's where the...
That's where what?
Capital City's been in the news all day. Didn't you read about it or hear it on the radio?
Hear about what?
Well, there was a bank robbery there.
Yeah?
Yes, 3 men held up the bank. They got away, too.
Got away. Where were the cops?
They have any idea who it was?
Well, there was one clue. The hold-up man who shot the bank teller was humming all during the crime.
That's a new one.
Anybody recognize the song?
One of the people in the bank remembered how it went. The police had her hum it for a music critic, and he recognized it.
Really? Well, I must have missed that broadcast.
What was the name of this song, Ma?
Shadow Lullaby.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not kidding, Ben. I put you to sleep with that lullaby your first 6 years. And then you started growing up, and though you considered yourself quite a little man, every time you were in trouble about something or scared or you couldn't go to sleep, you used to beg me to sing that lullaby to you.
Mom, you don't think I'd rob a bank?
You? No, my Ben wouldn't rob or kill.
I don't even remember that song anymore.
How's the song go, Mrs. Adams?
Well, Is that your friend?
Yeah. Yeah, you must need something.
You gonna call a doctor?
Yes, Dr. Chase.
That's a good idea. You should have done that before.
It's funny, this line's dead.
Well, that's okay, Mrs. Adams. Dale had a jug with him. Probably just woke up with a hangover.
Hey, Red, come up here, will you?
Why don't you come too, honey? Maybe you can be of some help.
All right.
Hey, you. That's for you to keep your mouth shut. I had to cut the phone wires. She saw me.
Look, you're a smart kid, aren't you? And just keep your mouth shut and you'll be okay.
Now, I don't know what you do know or what you don't know, but if anything happens to me, something worse is going to happen to you. I'll get downstairs with the old lady in straight for us, you understand?
Yeah, she understands. She's no dope. Come on.
Their friend is dead, isn't he?
I don't know what you mean, Mrs. Adams. He just seems drunk.
Mom, where's the shovel?
Shovel?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to take Red fishing with me in the morning. Want to dig up some worms.
You don't need a shovel. There's plenty of worms by the swamp and back at the garage. You can get them with your hands.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot about the swamp. Thanks, Mom. We don't need a shovel, Red.
You poor child.
I'm all right.
I told a lie, Mary. That lullaby in the bank was played on the radio.
I know, I heard it.
But it wasn't identified. No one knew the title or where it came from, not even Ben.
Well, that's what I thought, but you said that...
That lullaby was one I made up myself, long before Ben was born.
Oh, Mrs. Adams, you know.
Yes, I know.
But Ben seems so nice.
Oh. You're such a child, Mary. Now, you go to your room and lock the door.
Oh, Mrs. Adams.
Please, please, I want to talk to Ben.
Where's Mary?
She went upstairs. She was tired.
Which is her room?
Now, see here, Mr. Johnson.
I don't go for fast courtships. Good night, Ma.
Good night, Mrs. Adams.
We're gonna hit the sack, too.
Please, I want to talk to you, Ben.
In the morning, huh, Ma?
All right. In the morning.
Which is her room?
Down here.
Yes?
Open up. You remember what I told you?
Yes,
So don't try to go anyplace tonight. It'll be your last trip.
I won't.
Where do I sleep?
In there.
Dale's room?
Yeah. What do you think this is, a hotel? Good night, Dale.
Ben,
I'm beat, Ma, dead.
please, Ben.
Okay.
Sit here, Ben, please.
Look, Ma, I'm dead tired.
Now, you're still my baby. No man can ever understand what that means.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you need a shave, Ben.
Yeah.
How'd you get that scar?
I got in a fight in a bar. Some guy hit me with a bottle.
Your hands are soft like your father's.
Look, Ma, I'm dead tired.
You wouldn't believe me, would you, Ben? I told you why I fell in love with your father. His educated voice, his soft hands. I thought because he had soft hands, he had brains.
He was sharp as a tack, Dad was.
He was afraid of honest work. I told you that.
Go to bed, Ma.
Your father was no good, Ben. I told you if you believed him and not me, you'd end up just the way he did.
Now, you're all wrong, Ma. Dad was a great guy. I still remember the presents he used to send me, broke as he was. Best ice skates, model sailboats, a motorcycle.
Yes, but where did he get the money?
What difference does it make? Look, Ma, what do you know about life? You never had to earn a dime. Your folks left you this house and enough money to get by on. You went blind before you ever saw what a big city looks like. Ma, what you got here isn't living. It's just staying alive.
Sure your way of living is right? Deep inside, don't you ever feel you're wrong?
We all make mistakes.
Oh, Ben, don't you remember what it was like to feel fresh and clean? Do you remember when you went with Marilyn? You wrote this letter 5 times. It was an apology I helped you with when she slapped you because you got so fresh.
I was just a punk kid then.
but a decent one. Marilyn is still beautiful. She has 2 lovely children and a good husband. She loves life.
And so do I. But not in a hick town tied down to somebody who thinks the sun rises and sets in their front and backyard.
Oh, that's your father talking.
You said it. Look, Ma, I don't want to live like you. Go nuts in a dump like this.
You don't hear me, do you, Ben?
Sure, I hear you. Well, if I don't, so what?
When are you leaving, Ben?
The way you feel, I will get out in the morning.
Well, good night.
Good night, Ma. Stop that. Okay.
You're humming that song again.
Okay, I stopped.
I think your old lady knows.
So what? She's my mother. She won't do nothing to me, and she can't see you. Go to bed.
Okay. If I get you humming that song again, I'm gonna cut your tongue out.
Mrs. Adams? Yes. Come on.
Mary, the phone wires have been cut. See if you can fix them.
I'll try. Maybe they'll hit.
Yes, bind them together some way if you can.
Phone's all right. I can hear the dial tone.
Oh, good. Now, here are the keys to the car. Drive to the crossroads and wait for the police.
Leave you alone?
Oh, you must get rid of their car. Now, go on. Do as I say. Oh, and one more thing. Do you know where the fuse box is?
In the garage over the deep freeze.
Yes, that's right. Pull the master switch and throw away the fuses. Now, go on. Oh, operator. Oh, thank heavens. Get me the police.
Police headquarters.
This is Mrs. Adams, Roundtree Road. Send the police as quickly as possible.
Mrs. Who?
Mrs. Martha Adams, Roundtree Road. Oh, please hurry.
What's the trouble, Mrs. Adams?
There's a murderer here. Oh, please hurry. I can't talk any longer. Hello?
Mrs. Adams,
Yes.
this is the police. Did you just call?
Yes, of course I called.
Well, we got to check. You know how people are.
Oh, please.
Hey, Ben, I'm locked in.
Hey, man, my gun's stolen.
Mine too.
What's the matter with the lights?
We're okay, Ben. She forgot Dale's gun.
God, oh, you dumb punk.
Hey, Red, blast mine too.
Let's get out of here.
I told you we shouldn't have come here. Now get your clothes. Let's go.
Get away from that door, Mrs. Adams, and drop that gun.
Drop your gun.
She's my mother.
Get away from him, Ben. Leave him alone there on the stairs.
Okay, come on now.
Ben? Oh, Ben. He planned the robbery, didn't he? You just did what he told you to, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh. Oh, Ben, you're hurt. Oh,
I
Ben.
got a lifetime.
Oh, Ben. Come here, Ben. Please here. Oh, Ben.
Mom. Mom, I'm scared.
Don't be scared, Ben.
There's nothing here. He can't hear you, Mrs. Adams.
Oh, I guess he never could. Oh, Ben.